what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I'm back with another video. I know it has been a minute. I have been kind of lazy. I apologize, but mentally it's just been really stressful lately. But I'm sitting here with my love, and there are a few things that I want to talk about. But before I get started, how are you doing, Nick?
I am moisturized, and I am no, honestly, I am so moisturized. Like, I was just sitting here, like, touching my face. To be completely honest, I'm also extremely elevated right now. I have, like, a little bit of the giggles, so we'll see how this video goes, but how are you?
I'm okay. I'm slightly elevated as well, and I fell down the rabbit hole of TikTok, and if you guys use TikTok, you would know that it's a big possibility that it could wind up being banned, and I find that to be very, very problematic. Now, if you guys watched any of the congressional hearing where they met with the CEO of TikTok, it was honestly laughable. It was embarrassing. As an American, I felt like we were on the world stage and people were laughing at all of us because some of the questions that these Congress people were asking were just downright stupid. And you know, a lot of people say you can't ask a stupid question. They were asking very stupid questions like, does TikTok access the person's home Wi-Fi when they use it? Like, it was super cringe.
What I found annoying about that whole entire hearing was the fact that they would ask a question and they would not allow him enough time to answer it, or they just would not allow him to answer at all. I feel like if you're going to invite someone in there to have the conversation, you're going to be asking them and drilling them with all these questions. You kind of have to fucking, you know, get the answer.
Well, they were saying that it was like yes and no questions, but they were asking him like very detailed, intricate questions. And as soon as he would open his mouth to respond, they would cut him off and they would say that they were recalling their time.
They're like, no, we're moving on.
Well, as you guys know, I question everything because I believe when you question things, it keeps people honest. And I fell down the rabbit hole on TikTok about this possible ban, and it's so much bigger than TikTok. If you guys watch YouTube, if you listen to Spotify, if you use Reddit, this is a big deal, and it doesn't just include TikTok. So you guys watch this, it'll explain it a little bit better than I'm able to, and then I'll be back with more commentary.
Is it the end of the internet as we know it? For days now, creators, including myself, have been talking about the potential TikTok ban. And we've come up with a lot of reasons over why the TikTok ban is being pushed by our government. But TikTok is not the only thing at stake. The entire internet and how we speak to each other online is. What our government really wants to do is to appeal Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. Section 230 states that you cannot be sued for what somebody else posts on your platform. For instance, if you're a Discord moderator, you can't be sued for what people on your Discord channel say. Or if you're a big tech company like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, you cannot be sued for the content people post. It's what enables our free speech on the internet, and they want it gone. The ACLU posted about just how serious this is and how it's going to affect us. Without this protection, important speech such as communication about abortion, especially in states where abortion is outlawed, could be silenced. Movements like Me Too and Black Lives Matter may not have been able to catch on if platforms were worried that they could be sued. I'm going to use myself as an example. I live in Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, abortion is banned. So if I were to make a video about how to get abortion care and I posted that on Instagram, not only would my video be removed, but Instagram could be sued for allowing my video to be posted there in the first place. And companies don't like to lose money. So rather than pay large amounts for extensive moderation, we probably wouldn't be able to post at all. I've talked extensively about how the United States is on a slippery slope straight into fascism. Censoring the press is a part of that. And in today's social media age, we are the press. The way that we relay information to each other, that would end. You could kiss Reddit goodbye, Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all of it. The ones that remained, they would not allow us to post freely. Go back and rewatch the congressional hearing against TikTok. Because over and over and over again, bipartisan, our congressmen and women talked about Section 230. They don't want to just stop us talking to each other on TikTok. They want us to stop talking to each other online at all. So as you're writing these emails to your congressmen and women, make sure that not only do you not support the ban on TikTok, but you don't support amending Section 230. Because without it, the internet as we know it is gone.
So obviously this encompasses way more than just TikTok when you actually look at the bill and everything that is going into it. I feel like she did a really good job of explaining that. I've seen a lot of people break down the bill and all of that, and this encompasses way more than just TikTok. This could end up affecting us. This could end up affecting podcasts. Anywhere where an audience is over 1 million people a month could be affected, and they could essentially just shut it down if they wanted to. That's a big deal.
I just cannot imagine a world without Reddit. Where would everybody go? know if they could not post on Reddit?
I love Reddit. I've said it before. Like, Google used to be the go-to to figure out how to do things, but if you put in anything and then Reddit, like how to change a tire or how to paint a wall, there's going to be a Reddit thread of somebody that has tried all these different ways, and they're going to give you the best way to do it. I enjoy Reddit.
Well, where would I go to get all my updates about Brittany Dawn? The Brittany Dawn Snark is one of my favorite Snark Reddits of all time.
I guess you'd have to make sure that you follow Kelsey Weekman on Twitter, and that's something else that could be affected. It isn't just TikTok that's being backed off of a cliff now. There's a whole different side of TikTok that I fell down where they investigate all these people that are in the government and the stocks that they trade. And Nancy Pelosi just dumped a whole bunch of Meta stock, I believe, and she bought a whole bunch of stock in this company that does like oncology and cancer research and stuff. And if you guys remember, we just had that big train derailment in Palestine, Ohio.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Because I feel like we were hearing about it every single day on TikTok, and then it was just no more.
Yeah.
Like nothing. I haven't heard about the Palestine thing in weeks, I feel like.
If it were not for TikTok, there would be people that did not even know that that happened that lived in Ohio. We have people watching our channels that heard us talking about that found out that way. So that right there can tell you a lot. I feel like TikTok being banned is a big deal, and a lot of people are just not paying it any attention, like Mikayla. I cannot believe with so many millions of followers that she has over there that she has not been vocal about this to tell her audience what could potentially happen.
Well, I think a lot of influencers are under the impression that there's no chance that it is going to happen, but there have been a lot more like beauty influencers coming forward. I know Meredith Duxbury just talked about it over on her TikTok. I have to agree, I do find it very odd that Mikayla hasn't said anything on her social media about TikTok possibly being banned. I do know that Meredith Duxbury has now spoken up to her followers. If they are successful and they do ban TikTok, I don't think that people are going to start flocking over to Facebook and Instagram the way that Mark Zuckerberg is hoping. I think that it could backfire on him a little bit. I think majority of people would probably come over to YouTube.
If this TikTok ban goes through, I'm going to delete my Instagram as well as my Facebook. I don't even use Facebook like that anyway, and I just now recently started posting to Instagram for the Reels, and they already took that away. So, like, what's the point of me even using the app?
That's so crazy that Facebook and Instagram has now decided to not pay creators for their content on the Reels. And it's honestly such like weird timing as well, considering Mark Zuckerberg is one of the people that's pushing so hard to get TikTok banned here in the States. I know that people really don't make any money over on TikTok at all, but at least they were making something. So the fact that they're like, you know what, we're going to take away the monetization over here, hope that app gets banned, so you guys will just be fucked double.
Something that was really interesting to me is the fact that the CEO of TikTok now used to work at Facebook for Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg always has some kind of plan. Since he couldn't buy TikTok, now he's trying to destroy it.
So maybe he's a little bit bitter.
I really truly believe in my heart that Mark Zuckerberg is a reptilian. Like, he is not human. He does not look human. He looks evil to me.
I totally think that he's from somewhere else, and I also think that Elon Musk is from somewhere else.
Yeah.
I think Bill Gates might be, you know, a little bit too.
No, he just looks like that. But I did want to come on here and share that because I do think it's important. If you guys use TikTok, if you use any kind of social media, if you enjoy watching videos like this that me and Nick put out daily, this is a big deal, and I just wanted to inform my audience about it so at least you guys know what's going on in the world. But moving on from that, we were just speaking about Mikayla. Now, you guys know that she just had this like meeting with Chris Appleton, and she gave that whole spiel and that super cringe intro to how he was coming to her house.
You guys, you're not gonna fucking believe who's coming to my house right now. Chris Appleton.
Well, Mikayla posted something to her Linktree that has a lot of people asking questions. Now, before I get into this, I'm not alleging anything. This is just what I've seen, and this is going to be my opinion about the situation. But people noticed that Mikayla linked a GoFundMe in her Linktree, right? And typically, you would think that that's a good thing. And I do think that with them doing this, they have good intentions, but good intentions does not always mean good business. So let me break down for you what Mikayla actually did. So if you go to Mikayla's Linktree, at the top it says Children's Hospital Fundraiser. And if you go over to that, the fundraiser is titled Children's Hospital Fundraiser 2 Chanel Bags. And it says that it is being organized by Hair Raising to benefit Children's Medical Center Corporation. And here's where the water gets a little bit muddled for me, right? So I'm going to read for you guys what they put into this. If you read the description on this GoFundMe, it says, want to join us in making a difference? Chris Appleton and Mikayla Nogueira are raising money to benefit Hair Raising for the Heart Center at Boston Children's Hospital. Boston Children is the #1 pediatric hospital in the country and is renowned for achieving the best possible outcomes for every patient. They come to BCH and its Heart Center from around the US and the world because of its unequaled staff, treatments, research, and results. And despite treating some of the most serious conditions, the Heart Center is known for having some of the best success rates in the world, with surgical survival rates approaching 99%. And I read you guys all that to get to this. By donating a minimum of $5 and commenting on their social post at Chris Appleton 1 and Mikayla J Makeup, you will also also be entered into Chris and Mikayla's giveaway to win a brand new Chanel bag. 2 winners will be chosen at random on April 15th, 2023. Thanks in advance for your contribution to this cause. That means so much to us.
Well, I was always under the impression that you could not require somebody actually having to buy or pay for something in order to get an entry into a giveaway.
No, you're exactly right. Now, if you guys remember, like several months ago, I made a video about a Facebook influencer named Must Be Cindy, and I basically called her out for having people pay to enter a giveaway. You can't do that because it falls under the lines of like a raffle or a sweepstakes.
Wasn't the drama with her that she was also not allegedly like sending out the giveaway winners?
Yeah.
Or the people that were winning were people that she actually knew, so she never actually had to send it?
Yeah, it was like super shady all around. That was just one part of it.
Shady boot.
But I did see a lot of people pointing out that they should have actually linked the organization to have people donate to instead of a GoFundMe, because in my opinion, this is like when you go out to like Target and you're at the end of the transaction and they ask if you want to round up. You should never be rounding up, because what's going to happen is Target's going to take that donation that you give them and they're going to donate that money in their name and get a tax write-off. So it is a little bit weird to me that they're having people donate to this GoFundMe. I don't know why they're doing that, but it seems a little bit weird to me.
I wonder if Chris Appleton has any link to this organization that's doing this and like hosting this giveaway for them for these 2 Chanel bags. But also I kind of wonder, because he's doing Mikayla's hair for her wedding, I wonder if this is like the payment for that. She's like, okay, yeah, you do my hair and I'm going to help you raise a ton of money for your organization to donate.
Well, she hasn't, because at the time I took my screenshots, nobody had donated to it yet, and it's been up for a while.
Has she even mentioned it? I have not seen.
I haven't seen her mention it, but I don't think it's getting any clicks.
I forgot to add this part in the video, but on GoFundMe it says raffles, promotions, and giveaways. Can I give things away or have prizes for my donors? As stated in our terms of service, GoFundMe does not allow organizers to offer any type of good or service to donors. This includes offering or promoting any contest, competition, reward, raffle, sweepstake, giveaway, or similar activity.
Something else that really didn't sit right with me is if they're going to give away 2 Chanel bags, like why don't they just donate the money for the Chanel bags? Because Chanel bags are expensive. But also something that was really funny to me is Mikayla had this whole Lashgate thing with the FTC, and these TikTokers claim that they know the FTC guidelines when they're out here putting brand X ambassador or whatever when they're really not, and they're really not disclosing the way that they're supposed to. So of course when I seen this on Twitter, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to talk about this. But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Do you think that this was done shadily? I don't think it was done like with malice or anything. I think that maybe they just didn't know.
To be completely honest, with the track record that Mikayla has, like with the whole L'Oreal thing, I really don't think that even if she did know that she was doing something wrong, I don't think that she would care. I don't think that it would bother her. She'd be like, at the end of the day, people are going to see that we're doing something good, so that's going to outweigh the fact that I'm not disclosing this or I'm not doing something correct.
But that right there is something that could end up biting Mikayla in her ass later, because she has made a lot of enemies and a lot of people don't like her now because they don't trust her. So even if they did this in hopes of doing something good, which I think is what they're doing, they still possibly could get in trouble. But I did pull up on an attorney's website like the laws that govern like sweepstakes and giveaways and all that different stuff, and it says no pay to play. One primary federal rule for legitimate contests and giveaways revolves around the no pay to play regulation. The concept behind these offerings is that they are based solely on chance. Therefore, participants cannot be required to buy anything to enter to improve their chances of winning. Contestants are also not required to pony up shipping fees or taxes to collect the prize. One exception is for contests requiring skill, talent, or knowledge, such as an art competition. In this case, a required purchase or entry fee is allowed. So with all that said, you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you think about the TikTok ban?
Do you think it's going to go through?
I really, really hope not. And what do you think about Mikayla posting this GoFundMe? Because I feel like it's like super messy for her to do that, even though I think it's a really good cause. And if you guys made it this far in this video, please leave me the clock emoji down below for the TikTokers. Don't forget to leave me your opinions, good, bad, or indifferent, and we will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.